Well, greetings to everyone who's watching BNP TV today. This is your standpoint once again. I'm so delighted to have you guys, and I'm also very happy to be with my two guests. As you can see them, let me give time to greet you. I'm with my sister Verite. It's not her very first time to be here. She has been here for quite some time, and I will let her greet you and maybe tell us where she was before.
Hi everyone, my name is Verite Gahimbare and I'm studying software engineering at Olivier University, and I'm doing an internship at Ikaze Venture Agency. Yeah, thank you.
Well, that's great. I'm also with another brother here. It's his very first time to be here in the studio, by the way. His name is Freddy. Maybe he can also greet you and tell us more about himself, or a bit about himself.
Hi everyone, my name is Frederick Nyongu, but you can also call me Freddy. I'm just a businessman. I'm so happy I'm here, and I hope I'm going to share some thoughts.
Well, that's really amazing, and as you could hear, they are all in business. So this will be so hot today, I hope. And you know, in the world we have like more than 8 billion people, but in those 8 millions we have more than 3 billion who are living under $3 a day, which means some people are, you know, living a hard life, because we can, you know we are in Burundi, but we know how it's hard to even to be able to put something on the table on a day when you have less than, you know, $3. It's quite impossible when you have a family of more than 2 persons, even when you are alone. So the topic of the day goes like this: is it possible to live a better life? Not a better life, let's say a happy life without money? That's the very first question that I will ask, you know, my guest, and maybe we're gonna elaborate on that, also break down maybe the key concept, I mean the key words of the topic, maybe what is happiness, maybe what is money. But everyone knows what is happiness, everyone knows what is money. So let's start by ladies. We do say ladies first. V, can we live a happy life without money?
I don't think that we can live a happy life without money, because money is in our daily lives. Money helps us get around in the world. We have to buy things. We have like to do things that require money. If I want to go out with my friends, I have to have money. If I want to start a family, I have to have money. If I even want to go to school to follow something that I want, like IT, I need to have money. But without that money, I can't do things that can make me happy. I cannot code. I cannot go to, let's say, a party with my friends, because I will shy away from them, because they will say, Verite, she's not someone that you can go with. So I think money is the very, very needy thing that we need in our lives. Without it, I don't think life will be possible. Yes.
Well, thank you very much. Let's listen also from Freddie, if she is buying her viewpoints. Are you also for, you know, what she's saying?
Not really agree with her. First, yes, as she said, money is needed in our everyday life, but as the question says, is it possible to live or to be happy without money? For me, yes, it is possible to live or to be happy without money.
You explain that. How
Okay.
can you? She's just been explaining that, you know, you
Okay.
can, you know, like even be able to go out. You can be able to connect with people. You are quite, you know, alone. You quite, you know, unable to buy what you really want in your life, what you need even. So,
Okay, let me make it clear. First, as you said, let us first define what is money exactly and what is happiness. We all know that money is some papers printed by a certain machine. Am I right?
Sure, yeah.
Yes. Money is papers, and happiness actually is a state of heart, a state of of heart. So money, we in a history, we saw that there are people who once lived without those papers. Does it mean that they have never been happy in their life? I don't think. So if I don't have money, or when I have money, money is there maybe to buy beautiful houses, beautiful cars, or to pay for trip, or to go to visit somewhere, that to buy things that we have, that will make you to be happy. Sure. So I think there is another way. If it's food, there is another way I can get food without money. I can have somewhere to sleep without money. I think that is the things that are most important in life. Have somewhere to sleep, have food to eat. So once in the way am I organized, the way am I, how can I say, the state of my spirit, of my heart, I think it depends how I'm in my life I'm organized. My life I'm organized. Because as we know that there are times where people used to live without money.
Sure.
Is it possible, even today, to live without money and they still have that happiness?
Well, you're talking about the past, but what people were using in the former time, it was, quite exchanging things.
Yeah.
But today, you use money as a tool to get what you're looking for. For example, you want to build a house. I think, some of the requirements is money now. So maybe Verite can say also something. But still, as you were saying, it's possible that you can, cultivate. You can, maybe if you have lands, maybe you inherited some lands. You are here somewhere where you've been given all those things, and you can be having your houses. You can be getting your food. Life is possible without money.
Let's not go to the past, because in the past it was well known that things were not like material like we have right now. In the past you could have food easily. You could just go to the forest and then harvest fruits. You could just sleep anywhere. But like in today's lives, you can't have that. You can't have food without money. Like, yes, you can beg, but can you beg your whole life? If you need money like to even have food. You talked about like the basic human things that we have in the world. I think according to UN there are 7, like shelter, education, food, health. And if you look at all those, you can't have them without money. If you want health, you really, really need money. Because if right now I can have like an operation, like I have cancer, will I go just to the hospital and then say, give me health? No, I will first have to give money, and then they will give me those medicine, or they will treat me. If I need food, like in the soils of today, they are very unfertile. You need to buy, like to farm, you need to buy something so that your soil can be fertile, so that you can cultivate and have good yields. And if you need somewhere to sleep, somewhere where it's safe, a shelter, if rain comes, you are not like bothered by rain. You need like money. You need to rent, you need to build, you need like money. I will say money in our today's life, you can't live without it. Even like in church, you are asked to give a tithe. Even tithe, they ask money because you will need to build the church. You won't pray in the sun and then God will be like, I'm blessing you. No, he will need, you have to build my temple, you have to build something, and that building will need money. So to me, according to me, you can't be happy without money. You can't. It's impossible, quite impossible. Everything you will need in life will need money.
Well, I hope you got what she was saying. She's trying to explain that in today's life, you can't really, get what people used to get, without money. Like they could go hunt, they could go, but now she's trying to advance that when you don't have money, you will have to beg. When you while looking for a given service, you have to pay money. So do you think she's right, or there's something that is missing? Or materialistic stuff, do you think they provide money? I think so.
For me, when when you take your life, and your life is based on that tool that is money, you say it is a tool.
Yeah. I
think there you're not safe, because you can have money today, and tomorrow money is no longer there. And if your happiness is based on money, it means your happiness is temporary. It's not there to last. But if you want to be strong man or strong woman, that who is happy every day, regardless the situation, you should not put your happiness depend on money. Because money, it's safe. When you have it in your pocket, in your bank account, it doesn't mean you are going to be happy because the money is in your pocket. But that happiness comes when you take that money and buy something that will make you happy. Like a trip, like food, delicious food, as I said before, house, cars, But you can organize yourself, your life accordingly, and you live without that money. Yet you keep the smile on your mouth. You keep that happiness without money. For instance, you said about eating, you said about food. Sure? So, do you think if you need food, I need food, and I don't have money, when I go somewhere, I ask for just to help, I don't know, in a company, I don't know, I ask just to help. I'm strong enough, I work for them, I don't need money, I just need food. Do you think they will not going to give me food? Do you understand? And the problem is, most of the time people, they put themselves in stress. How? For instance, today as a salary, my monthly salary is a 200,000. And I'm going as a rent, I take it for, I don't know, 100. And there, in the left man, I need clothes, I need everything. I put myself in stress of money. So, but I can organize myself. If I have 200,000, why can I take the rent that is cheap, maybe for 50,000, and the less I have, I see how I can organize just to feed all the bills that are needed. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's possible to keep your smile or your happiness without money.
Well, trying to listen from my brother, he's trying to make it, clearer, and he's saying that, money can just buy things, and those things are not permanent. They don't stay there. It's all about cars, it's all about food. At the end of the day, when you're done, you're over, and you don't keep the happiness. And I've been also trying to observe, you're finding like, a couple in a car, a luxury car, but they are not happy. They are, always with a long face, whereas you see a beggar over there in the street, but who's happy, who's smiling. Yes. So do you think really materialistic things can, bring that happiness? Do you think money can buy happiness, or, people can still be happy in tough times?
Yes, like I 30% agree with him, because he said it depends on the way you organize yourself and how you manage your money. But he still talked about money, because can you organize yourself when you are poor? No, you can't. You have to have that money and then organize yourself.
Excuse me. You know, you are still. I don't know whether I can say it's the poor, but here, let's not be hypocrites. Yeah, let's be authentic and
Yes.
Be honest. When you have a 200,000 salary per month, can you say you are rich? Can you be able to, with this life that you are living in Bujumbura, this is Bujumbura. Are you still? Can you organize that money? Like, can you still be happy?
Yes, because it's better than the one who has zero. Because if I have like 200, okay, of course I will need organization. I will need to plan for every money that I have. If I have 200, like he said, I can go somewhere where they rent at like 100,000, because that will not pay all the bills. I will probably need to go somewhere in the dams, I will say, or in the swamps, where money is not, how can I say, where you do not pay like a high rent. You will have to go in those quarters where you can pay like 50,000, okay? And then you are remaining with the 100 and some money above, and then you probably do not buy those brand clothes. You don't buy Prada or Gucci. You buy Vayura, as they say in Kirundi. That means how like you organize yourself, because money. You asked me about material things. Can you can you be happy in those material things? Those material things, they give you happiness. Because if like you are a father and then you buy a car, and then your little ones, they come here today and they tell you, Daddy, can we go for a ride? Simply that you are in the car and you are with your children, and then the way that you are driving, your children are happy, they are singing in the back, that can make you happy. But you are happy at that instant because you bought that car. That car did not come from the sky. If your like wife or your husband, you buy him like a gift and she's happy, and then you are happy in your couple or married life because there is something that you like that is extending between you two. Those material things, I think they can give you happiness, because from those you can have your calling, you can have your happiness, you can make your people around you happy, and then that makes you a happy person also. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the input. She's saying that, yeah, of course, those things that we consider materials, they, bring happiness. But you still standing on your feet and saying, no, we can still make it without money. So
when she's saying a father bought a car for a family to go out in a car happy, what about a man in the up country on Mountains Day? He doesn't have a car, but he has a wife, children. Don't you think he can organize that happy time with his family, go somewhere and have some fun, and you see happiness on their faces?
But they will need money.
No. I'm not talking about a car. They have, maybe he's a way. He can be happy in his own way.
Even without money,
even
you can go
without money.
on the mountain and you enjoy the fresh air.
You say about the neighbors here we see with beautiful cars, in the family, their children, they are happy, they are out enjoying, but there are maybe somebody up country who has done the same thing out with his family in his own way, happy his family. How? I don't know. They can go maybe to visit certain places beautiful places.
They will need money to go from that place they are to go to the place that they are visiting. I understand that life in Bujumbura or life in urban cities is very different from people in the mountains.
Yes.
Yes, they have like different means of having fun and being happy.
Yes.
Yes, here in Bujumbura we can go for a ride, but up country a father can go to the shop and just buy 1 kilo of meat and go home. That will make the children happy. They don't need to go to anywhere.
They can even go out.
Yeah, they will
you
go
might find,
out.
you might find he doesn't even have to go to the market to buy meat. He has a goat there, and he just, slaughter it, and then he puts
But he
it
once bought that goat. One day, once he bought that goat and then brought it home, and then it has bred many other goats.
In one way or another, it's still possible to be happy without money. You said about health, cancer. I know that I don't have money, but I can organize myself to avoid that cancer. The thing that can make that cancer comes to me, Do you understand? There is a way maybe to know what to eat and what not to eat, because I know I don't have money, but I want to be healthy. You understand? I don't have money for rent. I can go. Somebody said you can sleep under the bridge, but still happy. Spend nights there. As you said, we saw some families in the beautiful cars, but they are in a miserable life, living miserable. Do you understand? And the other families who are in a simplicity life, simple life, but happy. So it depends on how we are organized. I can check my bank account, check my pocket. I don't have money, but I have to manage how to survive, how to keep my happiness.
With money.
Even though I don't have money, you understand? Because money is there, money is there. It's like a tool to buy those things. So I can avoid those expensive things or those things, but I do other things that will make me happy. If it's to eat, I can go somewhere, ask to help them. I have something to eat. Then I go back home, and my happiness is still there. Do you understand? That is my point of view.
Well, thank you very much for your viewpoint, and I just want to ask Verite, sometimes people are, getting a lot of money, but they are using it, into things that are they are causing sufferings. You find, spending money on things that they were not supposed to. Yeah, spending money on the wrong things, and, getting into sufferings. So do you think money is always bringing happiness, or money can also bring sufferings?
I think money can bring happiness, because if he's doing the wrong things, it's his choices or her choices. Because if I have a lot of money and I decide to get drunk, in that moment, that person has like his pseudo happy, but that also is happy. He's feeling euphoria, because he thinks that if he can like get drunk or just buy cars or just buy lands and displace other people, that will make him happy. Because if I have money, I have like power, and power to most people bring happiness. I think so. Yeah, I think like that. And before, he talked about I can go to sleep under the bridge. I can tell you, that person who's under the bridge, he's not dreaming about being under the bridge like the following day. He's dreaming about also sleeping in a good bed, in a good house. So he's thinking in a way to get money so that he can be more happy, so that he cannot sleep under the bridge yet again. And if I'm going to ask for help somewhere and they give me food, food is not You do not only need food in life. You need a lot of things. You need to go to the doctor. You need to have clothes on you. You need, I don't know, you need checkups. I don't know, something. But if you were saying eating only, I think life will be very good. But we are no longer in Eden where we need to eat only. We need to have clothes. We need even a little soap to bathe, and that soap costs money. So.
Well, as you could hear, we no longer need only, basic stuff. We also need things that require money. But when you there without money, then you'll not be able to make it, to your happiness. It's as if you are still like lagging behind, even though the example you have given, you are there, in a given situation, you will still need more to get happier. Do you think she's right?
She's right. I even said it before. I said that. I didn't say that money is not important, but I said it is possible to be happy without money. Though a person sleeps and breathes, it doesn't mean he doesn't need improvement or to have a beautiful house. But why he's still there, he can keep his happiness, smile on his mind, on his face. That is the point. It is possible to be happy without money. But yet, we work. We are working. We need money. We are chasing money. But the question was,
is it possible?
Yes, it is possible to be happy, to keep happiness, even though you don't have money.
Well, just the last question for both of you guys. Many people like to spend money on themselves, whereas others, are generous. They spend their money on others. Where do you think you can find more happiness?
Come up again with
Many people spend money on themselves.
Yes.
Like you find that money is leading people to be selfish, where there are others who are really generous. We can, look, there's this president of the U.S. who, took me aback. I was surprised to hear that. The one who left recently the world, Carter. Jimmy Carter was 100 years. But when you could go to his, bank account, you find he didn't have that much. Where he was living, the life he was, living, it was kind of very simple. Whereas when you look at the other presidents, you find that they are really, really very wealthy. So he was, that person who was generous, was helping others to live, was, there to, bring charity in, in the American society. So I'm asking, do you think those people are spending on themselves? They are happier than those who spend on others, or those who are spending on others are happier than those who spend on themselves?
I think if we look closely to those people who are philanthropists or who are helping others, they are spending money on themselves. Because we have really to highlight the importance of the image that the society has of you. Because in the society, I will need people to say Verite is a good person. She has money and she's a good person. That's why I will spend money. I will give money to poor Africans. I will give money to poor Burundians, or I will build hospitals. That will make me happy because people will say, oh, she's very good. You will inwardly think of yourself as a good person. Because if we did not care at all about image in the society, I think people would just spend money on themselves. I would just go to Dubai, to USA, to anywhere. But because I need to be a good person, I will need to spend money, and that will make me more happy. And to those things, I think people who spend money on others are more happy. But inwardly, they want their bank account to keep growing so that they can help a lot of another set of people, so that they can keep getting happier and every day.
Okay, what's your take on that, Brother Freddy?
You know what I said before, that is very it's only a state of your heart. As I said, people who can't, people who think they are going to be happy because they have money, it's difficult for them to share to others. Do you get? Because if I have 10 million, let me say even US dollar, that person, it's even difficult for him to give you 1,000 because he wants to get more money. But if the state of your attitude, you are happy even without money, even the small you have, it's very easy for you to share with others. Do you understand? That is why I think people have to work on that state of their heart. They are happy, either money is there or not. They are happy. It doesn't mean if they don't have money, they're automatically unhappy. Do you understand?
Yeah, sure.
So those people who are only happy when they have money, it's difficult for them to share with others.
Well, we learned, a lot. People, they have to get money to get happy, but they also have to be happy without money. That's what we can, sum up with this short debate. And I do believe, as they said, money is a tool today. It's really hard to survive without it, but still, you can still find happiness without it. So let me thank you for your time and for your participation in this show. Thank you. Let me start by, we always say ladies first. Let me at this time start by Emmanuel. Thank you, Brother Freddy, for your presence here.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right. Okay, it was great also to have you here. I want to also thank my friend Verite for her, presence here.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. So I've also to be grateful for those who are watching BNP TV today. And this is your show. Stay connected with us. See you next.